Our largest daily number of cases in this Delta outbreak comes with a warning. Modelling shows a best-case scenario of 200 total cases. At worst, it could reach 1,000. Health correspondent Lucy Warhurst reports.
35 new cases, 107 in total.
Slightly unwelcome news. I'd rather have seen something closer to what we saw yesterday.
And they could go much higher.
Maybe 200 might be the best case scenario, but it could go as high as 1,000. That's still a possibility.
Just to explain, when case A was detected last Tuesday, early modelling predicted 50 to 120 cases in the community at the time of the detection. Most of the cases we're seeing today would have been infected prior to lockdown. So the total cluster number will be much higher. Of particular concern are cases linked to this church in South Auckland. A gathering on Sunday the 15th of August, potentially turning into a super spreader event. There are already cases in Auckland and Wellington, and they're growing.
A number of the new ones are associated today with the AOG church service 2 Sundays ago.
Exactly how many is unclear. Also of concern is a student who was at a University of Auckland Hall of Residence.
That Hall of Residence, about 500 students who have now dispersed around the country, and so that's a very important group that we're following up.
And there's been trouble at the testing stations across the country. An electronic recording system went down at testing stations, meaning details had to be recorded manually. And at this testing station in Mangere this morning, 3 cars broke down waiting in line.
I'm scared my car might break down too.
We're breaking down because our kids are flipping out.
Despite the breakdowns and the hold-ups, a record 154,000 tests have been processed over the past 6 days. And Shaun Hendy hopes cases will peak within the next few days.
We hope so. We'd like by the end of the week to see smaller numbers. I think that would be the best case.
It's the effectiveness of level 4 and how well we stick to it that will determine that.
Well, Lucy joins us now, and Lucy, the number of contacts has just exploded, hasn't it?
Yes, that's right, and it's certainly stretching the system. Just here at this University of Auckland Hall of Residence, there are 500 contacts alone across the country. More than 14,000 have now been identified, and half of them are yet to be contacted. Of course, most of them in the North Island, but there are over 100 in the South Island too. Now, while we look at the big numbers, what we're really trying to do is keep the small numbers down. 7 people in hospital, none of them in ICU currently, and health officials desperately trying to keep it that way.
Health correspondent Lucy Warhurst, thank you.